Hello, I'm Denise Tromblay, and I'm going to take you through a series of thought field therapy, which is also known as TFT. It was started in 1981 by a psychologist by the name of Roger Callahan. What he did was he used formulas of acupuncture points, tapping on them to alleviate stress or intense emotions. So there are specific formulas for specific emotions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through all of them. However, the first 4 points can be used for stress, anxiety, fear, sadness, loss, and rejection. Otherwise, I would say if there are other feelings such as shame, anger, embarrassment, guilt, or rage, which is anger plus helplessness, then do the entire series. Okay, so just follow along. The first thing that you do is you give your feelings or your distress a number on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being nothing or neutral, and 10 being the worst disturbance. Once you've done that, you tap the side of your hand 15 times. It doesn't matter which hand. Just give it a good tap 15 times, could be more. And then find the notch where the hair of the eyebrow starts. Give that a good tap 7 times or so with a couple of the fingers. Then the bone underneath the eye, straight down from the pupil. Tap on that 7 times or more. And then find the spot about 4 inches below the armpit. Tap on that 7 times. And then find the notch in the collarbone. Go down just a short inch and over a short inch to one side. It doesn't matter which side, if it's left or right. And give that a tap. So those are the first 4 points that you could do, and then you could move to the 9 gamut series or the 9G, which we do in between the points, or you can just follow along for the rest of the points. The inside of the pinky finger or the thumb side at the top. And then we go back to the collarbone point again. And then we do the bone outside of the eye, right at the corner of the eye. And then we go back to collarbone. And then thumb side of the index finger right at the top. Back to collarbone. And in the notch on the chin. So those are the points. We're going to do the points again, but first we're going to do the 9G series, which is between the bones of the baby finger and the ring finger. So tap in that spot right there, and while you're doing that, for about 5 taps for each eye movement, close your eyes, open your eyes, look down and to the left with your head stationary, down and to the right. Circle your eyes around the room, one direction and the other direction. If this feels difficult, you can do floor, wall, ceiling, wall, floor. Count out loud to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hum about 6 bars of any tune, such as Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to run through the same series of points again. Just follow along. Eyebrow, eye, arm, about 3 or 4 inches under the armpit, collarbone, doesn't matter which side, or if you switch sides, it's pretty forgiving that way, or if you switch hands, inside of the pinky finger, collarbone, outside of the eye, collarbone, inside of the ring finger, or the index finger, sorry, collarbone, and underneath the chin. Now what you do is you just check in with yourself and let me know, or let yourself know rather, what number it is now on a scale of 0 to 10 if the number has changed. So if it's 2 or less, then what you do to finish it off, so then you've obviously moved down in your level of distress, what you do is you tap on the gamut point, and while you're doing that, keeping your head straight ahead, look down with your eyes, look at the floor, follow an imaginary line very slowly, so kind of a slow count of 7 just in your head until your eyes reach the ceiling. That's how we always finish it off. If it's not 2 or less, we do another round, and I'll show you what to do for that. So for the second round, if your distress is still 3 or higher, instead of tapping the side of the hand 15 times, which we did in the first round, you find the sore spot on the left side of the chest. It's about 4 inches from the notch in the collarbone there. So you can just kind of push around in there, find a tender spot. Rub circles. Just as you do that, think of your life in general. So big picture. Just notice what comes up. Joys, sorrows. And do that for about 10 or 15 seconds. And then think of the issue or the problem or the feeling that you're doing the tapping for. And then we'll run through the series again. Eyebrow, eye, arm, collarbone, the inside of the baby finger, collarbone, outside of the eye, right on the bone, collarbone, inside of the pointer finger, collarbone, and chin. And we'll do the 9 gamut series again, tapping on the bones, right between the bones on the baby finger and the ring finger. Keep your eyes open for roughly 5 taps. Close them for roughly 5 taps. Open, look down left, look down right. Circle your eyes around the room in one direction. Circle your eyes around a room in the other direction. Count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hum. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you run through the series again. Eyebrow, eye, arm, collarbone, inside of the baby finger, collarbone, outside of the eye, collarbone, inside of the pointer finger, collarbone, and chin. So now take a breath, check in with yourself again, and notice what number it feels like now. If it's 2 or less, go ahead and do the floor to ceiling eye roll, tapping, all the while tapping on the gamut point on the hand. So go ahead and do that. If it is 2 or less, just very slowly, just remember to move your eyes up very slowly. And if it's not 2 or less, then I will tell you what to do for a third round. So for the third round, if it's still 3 or higher, then you start out, instead of tapping on the side of the hand or rubbing the sore spot on the left side of the chest, you tap under the nose 15 times. Then we go to the eyebrow, eye, arm, collarbone, inside of the baby finger, collarbone, outside of the eye, collarbone, inside of the pointer finger, collarbone, and chin. And again, the gamut series. Open, close, open, look down left, look down right, circle around the room in one direction, circle around the room in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we run through the series again of the points. Good. If you do this enough times, you'll be able to memorize it. Good. Now check in again and notice what number it feels like now. If it's 2 or less, do the floor to ceiling eye roll, tapping on the points on the hand. So very slowly, following a line until your eyes reach the ceiling. And then we're finished. So if it's still not 2 or less, there is one more intervention that I will show you at another time. Or you can give it a little bit of time. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the body to kick in. So thank you for following along, and I hope this is helpful. If you'd like, you can download a handout that includes a full description of the thought field therapy process from my website. And also you can check my website for other videos that I have on there. Thank you very much.